Welcome to the Sethioz project PC upgrading. It's not exactly a review, but I decided to upgrade. This is an i7, obviously. 6700K, so waste of box really. There is no cooler, nothing in here. It's just a big box and a tiny CPU. So I had to upgrade everything because currently I'm using the AMD FX8350, which is a good CPU actually. It can handle all the games, everything. I can run them in 1440p Ultra, and everything is getting stuck on the graphics card really, which is a 696. Why am I saying 6? It's a 980 Hall of Fame edition, best 980 ever. But I'm upgrading the CPU mostly. Also RAM, that's TridentZ, G.Skill 3400 mhz, which is, I think this is the best RAM you can get at the moment. I've heard of 800 megahertz, but I think you can clock it. But this is supposed to be one of the best RAMs, so 16 gigs of it, that's all you need. Anyone who says that you need more than that is just not aware what they're talking about. And then finally we have a Z170 Pro gaming motherboard by Asus. I actually wanted to get the Maximus 8 Extreme, but it costs a little bit more than the i7 itself, so I thought, for what? This is a really good motherboard. And I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna unbox this stuff and then I'm going to put it all together and stuff. But I also bought this, which is Liquid Ultra Thermal Compound. This is like next step from the thermal paste. This is like metal based, so it's supposed to be really good. I did actually use it before, but then my AM3 bracket broke in half, and that's where it left it. So I just didn't have any more to put it in there, and well, I had to put normal thermal paste. But this is a little bit better. It can get under like maximum load. It can get a few degrees off your CPU. It's also very difficult to apply, which I will go through with this, but let's take out the motherboard then. How do I get this out? Okay, there's some kind of... Oh, that's nice. Look at that, that's awesome. And just hold it from here. That's cool. So, let's see what else do we have in here. Have the SLI bridge, only two-way SLI. What the heck is that? That's some kind of a CPU installation tool, I believe. Put that all aside. Oh, free cables. Cool. I like that. More free cables. Awesome. And we have the back bracket, back panel for the motherboard. We have some manuals, some stickers. And let's get rid of the box then. So, motherboard itself is like that. It's like Christmas, only with more my style in it. Well, I don't really want to unravel this, but I have to, because I have to fit it in my PC. Oh, the motherboard changes. Oh, they're the worst. Actually, I'm not taking it out right now. I think I will take it out once I put it on the PC, so let's just move all this aside for now. Let's see what's in here. These are the sticker links. That's pretty cool, but I don't like to label my stuff, so let's just get rid of that. Right, RAM, G.Skill. How do I open this thing? What's this? What is that? Is that how you open it? Huh? What the hell is this? Okay. This is freaking heavy, guys. Like, no, seriously, I am not kidding you. This is heavy. How do I open this package? There we go. Hello? Like jump out maybe? There we go. This is really heavy, guys. I am not kidding you. Look at the heatsink. I did not expect it to be that heavy. Look at the size of this thing. Whoops, I'm showing it. This thing is truly amazing. Once again, I have to note that don't touch these things with your fingers. I mean, most of the time nothing's gonna happen, but just don't do it. There is no point for you to touch it, so just don't. This is plastic in here, this part, but I didn't expect it to be heavy. It's like really heavy aluminium. The ones I have currently is Corsair 1600 mhz. Like, this is more than twice the fast as my current RAM. And my current RAM, it doesn't have like that heavy heatsink. It has pretty much the same size, but it's not that heavy. You will see it, don't worry. I will put the PC out here and I will do the upgrade. But what the hell is this? Oh, it's a sticker! Sticker! I don't use that. Right, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then we have the i7 in here. So let's unbox this thing. Okay. What's in here then? My god, look at the waste of box! What the hell? Look at that! Oh, that's cool. Look, it's like wedged between in here. But come on, look at what the hell is this? Oh god, oh god. I have no idea who designed this. I guess it's if you drop it or something. But come on, you could make this box like just a fraction of this, maybe like 1/4 of that box, and just put the bubble wrap around it. I mean, this I don't know why you need to see the CPU from here. Like when it's in here, like from the window, you have to see what it is. Like what is the point in that? Well, I guess so you can see that it's a legit CPU or something, but if someone wants to fake it, they can just put a sticker on it. I mean, I really don't see point in that. Why they will need that huge box just for a tiny CPU, but okay, whatever. So how do you open this? I guess like this. So, and that's the CPU in here then. That's the whole thing. Wow, it's pretty heavy actually for a small thing like that. So, but I guess it's time to bring out my PC in here. I'm gonna clean it before I do, and then I'll do the magic and I'll show you how to put this stuff in there, just for the sake of it, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I got the PC out, and well, that's how it looks like. And now I have to take all this mess out from here. I'm going to change the power supply back to the OCZ 600 watts instead of 750, and simply because I'm not using an SLI in here. Hall of Fame 980, for fuck's sake, I'm always messing that name up. So I don't need an SLI. I had a 680 SLI in here before, and that's why I have this power supply in here. But the 680 SLI will go into another machine, so I'm going to put this power supply into the secondary PC with all this, well, except the card. I'm going to leave the card. And then I'm putting this thing back into this machine, so it just doesn't need it. And honestly, I like this power supply more. I don't know, it's like better build, I think. It's very solid. It's pretty old, but it's solid. It's still not much use, so I'm putting this back. Even though that's Corsair, but I want SLI into other machines, so I'm gonna take this mess apart. Oh, that really is a mess in here. Let's maybe start from the, oh crap, that 980. Just get this out of the way. There we go. I also use this thing in here. I just lifted it up with that, and that's the sensor. That has nothing to do with the card. Just trying to get this out of the way. Let's get it in here somewhere. There we go. Right. So there has to be some screws somewhere. God, I can't even access it in there. That's one. And once I do the other one, then the card is gonna fall down, so yeah, have to undo this first. See, that's the thing, the card is like under pressure, and that's why I put this thing in there. Don't like keeping my card under the pressure like this. Oh shit, that is not good. There we go. Because these cards are just so heavy that they're gonna break your PCIe slot bracket. And I think I did have some problems with this PC like a few months ago. It just didn't boot up anymore, and then I started taking the components out. And I still don't know what caused it, because it was like everything was fine, so... oh my god, there we go. So this is the legendary Hall of Fame edition. Hoff. Why did the light go off? The hell? Come on, yo. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Light is back on. Hall of Fame edition. 980. Very good card. Really good card. So. But let's put this aside, and this is also the fan switch. It turns the fans on maximum regardless of any other settings. So let's put this aside and let's take the rest of the stuff out. Alright, let's get rid of the RAM then. I also have a RAM indicator, not indicator. I was about to say the RAM. Oh my god, what is it called? The temperature meter. That's what it is. Oh my god, noob. I don't want to take the motherboard out while the RAM is in there, so I'll just take all of it out, even though it's not coming out. What the fuck's going on? That's all the RAM loose, so stick one. I don't like this motherboard because of this RAM thing. It's really bad. I don't like this one-sided bracket things. There we go. All the RAM is out. This is what I had, Vengeance, that's what it was. Corsair Vengeance. These are 4 GB sticks. The new ones are 8 GB sticks, but only 2 of them. And if I'm comparing this, see the heatsink size, it's pretty much the same size, but this is a lot heavier. If I put 2 of these together and compare these, then these are pretty much the same weight, so 2 of these are weight of 1 of these, so which means this Trident, it should have a better heatsink, but these RAM sticks, they're gonna go into my other PCs, so Vengeance, there we go. This way. So, and this RAM still costs about the same amount as that one, so that's kind of funny. Right, let's put all this aside then. Next, the CPU bracket, the power supply. Oh god. One thing I absolutely don't like changing in a computer is the power supply and motherboard. They're the worst things ever, but well, gotta do it. All these things in here, have to take them apart. Oh god. What the hell is that? Where's that coming from? What is that? Okay, I don't know. I have no idea what the hell that is. I could actually use the same cables for the power supply, but I'm not going to. This is what I don't like about these cables. See, they're like sturdy and like stiff and stuff, but that's the OCZ cable. See, that's a lot better. These bend like very easily. But these ones, they're like really stiff, and I don't know, I don't like this cable. See, these are like weird, so that's another reason why I want to put those set back. I have some cables in here, which I don't even know what the hell these are. I have to cut these open. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here. So I'm gonna undo the cables, and then I will come back to it with taking out the motherboard and stuff. Right, so I cut the motherboard out, and here's a comparison of the motherboards. They're the same size, as you can see. This has 3 PCIe slots, this has 4. This motherboard is definitely better, but it's older. It's only DDR3 support, and look at how bad I had the thermal paste. That's terrible. That is really terrible. Yeah. But it was doing a good work, so. And it's also a lot heavier because of this heatsink in here, that the North Bridge, it's really heavy. And this motherboard has buttons in here. This is Asus Crosshair 5 Formula Z. It has really good overclocking stuff and everything. They have the same sound chipset. I think this has actually better, I don't know. This has in here Supreme FX3. So this has Supreme FX, so I don't know. This is a newer motherboard, definitely. But I don't know if this actually has that. Another thing I like is look at the back panel. Look how many USBs it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this could be used as a USB. That's the ROG Connect, Republic of Gamers Connect. Which allows you to overclock the PC while it's running from another PC. There's a special USB wire. It's not special, it's just a USB. You plug it into another PC and you can overclock it on the go. While you're like in the game, you can just overclock it and see how the FPS goes up. So, but this is something I really definitely gonna be missing. So it has 12 USBs. I really need them because I'm using all of them. Honestly, I'm using all of them. And this has more sound ports. It has 6 of them. So I hope this is going to support 7.1, because otherwise I don't know, I'm going to send it back and change it. But it did say it supports 7.1. It has a plug-in detection. So let's check it out. But look at the USB, it's really poor on the USB side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if that's a USB. That's really poor design. And sound ports, it has 5. You only need 4 for 7.1. One is the microphone, so I hope I can change them and it will take the 7.1, because everything I have is 7.1. My speakers, my headsets, they are all true 7.1. Not some crappy virtual surround crap. But I can use USB hubs, because most of my devices are USB 2, so I'm not going to be having any power or bandwidth issues, so it should be fine. It should be fine. But I think the next thing, I'm going to install the CPU and apply the thermal paste on it, I think. Not the thermal paste, but Liquid Ultra. Actually, I'm not sure in which order I'm going to do that. Also, another thing I don't like is the SATAs. It has only 6 of them. This is like some SATA, I don't know, some new SATA board, which is like 1, but you can use them individually. I am currently using 5 SATA ports and it only has 6 of them, so that's kind of like a problem for me. But other than that, it's quite nice. I don't know if there's a sticker on it. Yes, there is. I need to take this off. I'm going to do it right now, otherwise I'll just forget. It's not. Is it a sticker? Definitely like a sticker on it. It is a sticker. I can feel it. There we go. See? I don't know why they put that crap in there. Some idiot could just forget it on. I barely noticed it. I just started like doing stuff in here with my fingers. Noticed it, but yeah, I think it's time to install this thing. I think the thermal paste is the... It's not thermal paste, it's thermal compound. God damn it! It's the last thing to put on, so I don't know. And then later I'm gonna make another video how I'm gonna upgrade my other PC. So first I'm gonna do this one. Since it's Asus, I hope it's gonna take the same screw holes. I'm gonna actually check 2 in there, 2 in there, 2 in there. Let's see if this one has the same ones. I do believe they have the exact same screw places. Yes, they do, so I don't have to undo any of that, so I can just put it in there. And how does this thing work? Okay, I'm gonna check that out later, but I just want to show you both of the motherboards side by side and compare them. That's actually a little bit downgrade, but this is faster. That's DDR4 support, and it is Intel LGA1151 socket. So right, so I've installed the motherboard, and then I noticed that I can't change the power supply because it had different connectors. So namely for the graphics card, the old one had 6 and 8 pin connector, and I can't change them. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I couldn't change it because it doesn't fit. But I installed the motherboard, I installed most of the connectors, the most important bit in there, which are the power switch and the reset switch. I'm not even sure if I connected them right way, because on these cables it doesn't say which one is plus and which one is minus, so I just figured it by the side of it, but it should be correct, but we'll see. If it doesn't turn on, then I just swap them around. I installed the bracket on the motherboard from the other side, so you have these in here. And let's try to install the CPU then. So that's the CPU. I don't know if you're supposed to like take it with a bracket like this and install it with that. I'm not sure. I don't know what use this is. Doesn't even do anything. Now I can't get it out from here, so nah, this is fucking bullshit. Who made this? What is this? I just hold it like this. Just don't touch it from this side. Sorry, I didn't show it. Just don't touch it from this side. Just hold it like this. That bracket is complete bullshit. So it says don't remove that, but it doesn't matter. So I'll just put the CPU down. Lift this up. I believe that's how it goes. You pull it down, pull it here, pull it up. Right, which side the CPU goes, I don't even know, honestly, to tell you which side does it go. Like, seriously. I think it can only go one way, but let's see. Yeah, it can only go one way because there are like small things in there, so it falls out. How am I supposed to put it in there then? These instructions are like, they are like the worst ever. Like on this thing, that plastic thing, it says do not remove until the CPU is attached. Like, are you fucking kidding me? How do I install the freaking CPU if it falls out? It's like these instructions are like from ass. See that plastic thing I just took off? How I'm supposed to install the CPU? See, I have to hold it in here. I put it in place, right? I have to hold it like this. How I'm going to hold it like this if that plastic is in the way? Like these instructions are from ass. Like seriously. Okay, so is it supposed to be like that heavy? This is some serious pressure in there. And now I'm showing you how to put that liquid ultra, but I'm doing it in a separate video because this is taking too long. I already cleaned this one, the H100, so that's somewhat clean. It might not look like it, but it really is. I used these two things. One is the purifier. Fucking light, for fuck's sake. So one of them is the purifier and other one is the remover. So I used both of them in there. Not on the CPU obviously, but on the H100, and I cleaned it off. So I'm gonna apply to the CPU first, then I'm gonna put this thing on top, and well, that's it. Then it's RAM, and then it's power on. Well, graphics card is missing, but okay. Alright, so I applied this liquid ultra. It should be pretty nicely applied. Alright, that's enough, because you can just keep playing around it for days and still not get it perfectly, but so let's put the H100 on top. Yeah, it's clean. Okay, here goes. And just hold it in place, and we put the screws on top, and voila. I like the Intel brackets a lot more than the AMD ones. It has like 4-way things, so. And you should also always tighten them like across, so. I'm gonna first tighten this one. Oh my god, that was a piece of dust. So we tighten this one, then we tighten this one. And just go across like this, then tighten this one. And I think that's pretty much done. Alright, I think that's it with this. So I need to connect these up. Where's the CPU one? CPU fan. Okay, and the final piece of the puzzle is the RAM. So let's put that thing in. I'm gonna use this and this slot. Get out of my way, you stupid wire. can't get it in there. That's what she said. Okay, so this is odd angle. This is so difficult to put this RAM in there. Like seriously, it is. There we go. The reason for that, I'll show you with other stick. Why I said it's difficult. See these angles in here. If you push top, then your finger slips off like this way, and you push it like so. Have to be careful with this. But the other G.Skill is going in there, right, left, straight. Son of a bitch. Okay. I don't like these kind of RAM things that has only one side with a clicker. I like the both sides with a clicker because I've had issues with that. So I think the package is together, so I'm gonna fiddle around with some power cables in here, but other than that, the graphics card needs to go back, so let's put it back in there and then it's done. I think this should be the first slot, definitely. I don't know why this is grey and these are black. That's weird, but okay. So pro gaming, that's nice. Okay, so the HOF is going back in there. It's really difficult to put that HOF in place, really. No, it really is, because of the light is on the way. Is it in there or not? I don't get it. I don't understand what is going on. Alright, so I'm... oh my god. The different angle a little bit. Let's try this one more time, shall we? Okay, now it's in there. Okay. So the problem is that I have to hold it until I put the screws in, and it's really annoying to do that. So that's a good thing to know. Don't let it go, because you will break something. Maybe not instantly, but it's a terrible idea to do that. So come on, you fucker. Okay. I think I can let it go. One screw is in, but I just like to be extra careful. So second screw. Also, another thing I didn't note before, but I have noted it before on the other videos, that if you're like putting the motherboard in there, like these motherboard screws, be very careful that you don't scratch your motherboard with a screwdriver, because it only takes a one tap and you can mess up your motherboard completely. So alright, I'm gonna put these cables in there and then I'm done with it, and I'm gonna try to boot it up for the first time with a new hardware and see how it goes. Well, and here it is, upgraded. It's in the corner in here, as you can see. And let's take a look at it. This is quite old. We already saw that, all the case and stuff, but the motherboard looks pretty cool. You can see those LEDs in there. I'll just try to zoom in there. It's pretty cool. It's like this breathing effect. And somewhere in there we see them. There we go. But that like snake. That's the graphical sound card thing that's in there. And well, that's pretty much it. I put this thing on the side in here for the USBs, because I literally have so many of them. Just put the light on. It's a really messy in there, see? I'm using all of these. I'm using both of those. Let's see what we can see in there. See, I'm using like all of those, and then I have 3 extra ones in there, and I also have a hub in here, which is right there, the hub. So I have 3 of them. This is 7 port. There's like 3 at the back and 4 at the front. So actually this keyboard, it has one USB in here, whoops, in here, so it's like a pass-through, but it runs pretty nice. I haven't run any benchmarks yet, but it's nice even, what can I say. So I should show this on a screen recorder, but you can read it. It runs almost on 4.3, and RAM I got it exactly as it should be. So And temperatures in idle, I'm not really happy with them. I put it under stress and I got 65 degrees, and the core temperature went to like 75, so I'm not really happy with that. But and that's the other one. You will see this on the other video. I put all the old stuff in here. And well, that's how my PC setup looks like. So now it's upgraded and ready to go. A little bit messy in here, but that's okay. And the weird thing is, this middle sensor in there, I stuck that right at the CPU. Let me show you. See on top, this thing, that wire, it goes straight into the CPU. It touches the CPU and it's still cold. So I don't know if the sensors, these ones, they lie or not. But well, here you have it. That's how it looks like. So, and I will see ya next time. Then what side is it? The fuck are these cars? Alright, let's get rid of the RAM then. I also have a RAM indicator, not indicator, fucking planes.